Hey Smashers, welcome to your Daily Smash for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We are in Scottsdale, AZ at Connie and Brian's house.
Connie's, happy birthday, Connie. She turned 50. Connie and I grew up together since grade school. And it was so fun seeing all of my friends that I went to junior high with.
Great party. We're going to show you some pictures of that. I just want to tease, coming up, we have a doxing update you don't want to miss. This is good stuff. Also, an insane traffic situation that we encountered on our way here to Arizona from Huntington Beach with a pit stop in Palm Desert. But what a wonderful birthday party Brian threw for Connie.
Oh my God, what a beautiful, beautiful. We did it at Voltaire. If anyone knows Voltaire in Brentwood, my friend Sean, he started these restaurants here in Arizona called Empire. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, I don't.
Voltaire, yeah.
I didn't grow up here.
Anyway,
the food was so effing good.
I mean, the food here in Scottsdale is over the top good.
But that food last night at Voltaire, and Brian said they'd never had a bad meal there, but last night he thinks the food was better than they've ever had.
Oh my God, it was delicious.
Buffet style.
It was open bar. It was over the top.
And so, you know, we all took advantage of the open bar, and I took perhaps too much advantage of it. So yeah, I'm hurting today. We all are. Walking wounded, but a wonderful time. This is their backyard here in Scottsdale. They redid this whole house. Brian did. And it is...
Come say hi real quick.
It's amazing. It really is a beautiful home. Huge.
Wait, come here real quick.
We're sitting at their outdoor bar. We were in the hot tub earlier.
These are my friends. Say hi.
They're all scared. So do we have pictures or a little bit of video we could share from the party, I think?
I think I have a little bit. I don't know. I'll ask.
There were what? How many people were there? Like 50?
I think 50, yes. Yep.
DJ.
Everyone's turning 50. It's so crazy, right?
So we decided for Kelly's 50th. Have we decided that we're going to have a party in Palm Springs?
I don't know if I want a party.
I want to throw her a party in Palm Springs. She doesn't want one, but I want to give her one.
At my friend David Rios' house? Or
at his motel.
At his motel at the Velvet Rope?
Yeah, I think we should do it at the Velvet Rope.
Caesar's doing his there.
Rent out all the rooms for our guests. And then I'm taking her to Thailand and Vietnam for her 50th birthday trip.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. We've never been. Always good to go places you've never been.
I know.
Together, right?
Right.
So we were driving here, and we drove to Palm Desert. We had to meet the plumber to swap out the ice maker for a new nugget ice maker at Pickleball Party Town.
Spent $2,000 on a Thor, and the compressor went out.
Piece of crap. It never worked right.
Yeah. Don't ever buy a Thor.
We had a bad experience, and we had to repair it a couple times. So now we got this. I forget the brand. I think it's new something. Makes the little nuggets, like the Sonic nuggets or the Chick-fil-A nuggets. I am so excited about that ice maker. We got another one for Huntington Beach. And then we drove here, and it's just like a 4-hour drive from Palm Desert to Scottsdale. But first, Waze warns me that we have to take a detour.
Is my hair a mess?
Probably.
But yeah, probably. I was in the pool.
So Kelly's like, why are we taking this detour? I'm like, I don't know, but I trust Waze.
Me too. I trust Waze.
It was a long detour.
Well, I usually do Google Maps, okay?
Yeah.
And Google Maps had this part where it said an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like waiting.
Oh, right. So I had Waze telling me to go the other way, and hers was telling her to stay on the 10, but it was how long? An hour and 15
minutes
delay. If we stayed on the 10. So we're like, okay, great. That confirms we need to get off this highway, and we did. It was a long roundabout detour. A lot of people did it.
I mean, we had to go we had to go miles out of the way and then back around, and thank God we did.
Yeah, because we could see when we got back on that we had just missed a massive, massive backup. So we get back on the highway and we're cruising along, and all of a sudden we come to another very big slowdown, and we roll up on this pickup truck that was on its roof. And there was someone being treated on the ground, and we have some video of that. It was an awful accident, and it turned out this was not the reason for the upcoming.
Well, you called it. You were like, I thought that was construction, like they were working on the I-10. Where it goes, no, that's an accident. Then you see accident ahead, whatever, right?
They closed, and as soon as I saw they had closed the I-10 in both directions, I'm like, this has to be a fatal wreck. This is a very, very big deal, or they wouldn't close the highway in the middle of, of a Saturday afternoon. And so we, and everyone else had to get off because they actually did close the I-10 in both directions. We had to get off, and that detour took forever. Come to find out, the reason they closed the interstate on Saturday was that there was a crash involving tractor trailers and vehicles that left 6 people dead and cars stranded on the eastbound lanes for more than 12 hours. Imagine being on the highway.
Well, I put that on my story, the truck.
Yeah.
I had 50,000 views on that, on my story.
On the truck on its roof. And that was not the incident that forced the closing of the highway. According to DPS, Arizona DPS, the crash happened around 1 o'clock near milepost 89, involved multiple semi-trucks, among other vehicles. 20 units responded to the crash. 2 patients were flown via helicopter to the hospital. Another 6 were taken to the hospital via ambulance. 3 were pronounced dead at the scene, and an additional person was pronounced dead later by DPS. So 6 dead, 13 injured, vehicles on fire, fully engulfed. And there are a couple of pictures that Arizona DPS shared. It was a dust storm, but the winds were really strong. They were buffeting our vehicle, our Dodge Ram. But anyway, thoughts and prayers to anybody involved in this.
Wow.
And just what and we made it here, and total travel time was probably 8 hours, and it should have been, I'm sorry, it was probably 6 hours when it should have been 4. But we did stop like 3 times. Mm-hmm. Everything was an awful trip. But I feel so bad for anybody, obviously anybody who lost their lives. It's just beyond awful. I-10 is a big truck, throughway across the country. They move goods on the 10.
Well, it's the main artery from East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah, and from like Long Beach where they unload the ships, all the way, and I've been on the 10 from Houston all the way to Daytona Beach. But anyway, just a crazy.
Can you imagine? You wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, get ready for your day, and all of a sudden you're dead. Like you don't even know. Like you don't know when you're going. It just makes you realize
how fragile life is.
Yeah, and you can just be. We are born to die. It's going to happen.
Right.
It's just when is it going to happen?
Yeah.
And
hopefully later rather than sooner.
Right.
So when we get here, we stop at Walgreens before we get to Brian and Connie's because you need to get something at Walgreens. And we see this magazine cover. I want to back up and say on our
Patreon.
Rick and Kelly show on patreon.com, we showed the video that you may or may not have seen of a Trump impersonator confronting Alec Baldwin on the street in New York City outside his place, his apartment. And I think we should show the video.
Yeah, let's show it.
I got a huge kick out of this. I know some people were offended by it. They think this guy was over the top, should not have come anywhere near Alec Baldwin, but
I thought it was hilarious because Alec Baldwin is such a D-bag, if you know what I mean.
Here's that video.
Alec, it's your favorite president. Look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman if you kiss the ring. Kiss the ring, Alec. Kiss the big, beautiful ring. Come on, Alec. Come on. Look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look, we're back in office. You lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suitcase. Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood, you can call it first degree. You can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me. And that's okay.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You realize, by the
Whoa.
way, no, look at me. I want you to look at me.
Sure.
You got a camera on me here?
The ring, no, it's the ring.
But you realize my kids live in this building, right? But I want you to know something.
We love the children. We're doing great deals for the children.
Be real careful.
Okay.
If this camera wasn't here, I'd snap your fucking neck in half and break your fucking neck right out. So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Believe me.
I want you to get out of here.
Okay.
No, I want you to get out of here.
Oh, he's yelling at me. Look, your favorite president's leaving.
I want you to
Your
get out of
favorite I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec.
I'll take the
Alec,
camera and I'll shove it
look,
up your
Alec,
ass.
you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look, I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro, that I can tell you. De Niro ran away. Alec confronted. That's good. He's strong, but also he's weak because he murdered a woman. So that's okay, right? Look at this guy.
So we talked about it last week, and I said to Kelly, like, his publicist must have been losing his or her mind that this was such bad publicity for Alec Baldwin.
Because he said he was going to break his neck. If the
Snap
cameras
his
weren't,
neck.
because if the cameras weren't on right now, I would come and snap your neck.
So,
Even though I would probably say the same thing.
So I see this magazine cover in the Walgreens, a People magazine. I said to Kelly, his publicist must say, we need good press right away. We need good press. Call People magazine. People, we need a cover story with Alec Baldwin right now. And they, Alec Baldwin and his family.
To soften his D-bag look.
I have not read the article. I don't know if it mentions him being confronted on the street by a Trump impersonator, but kind of funny.
Like his wife is a complete liar. Like we don't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry, we don't care about your 20 kids at 100 years old. Like that's, and your lying wife. Like we don't care.
Well, speaking of terrible people, and we don't want to spend a lot of time talking about haters.
We're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Tomorrow we are going to go into more detail on this, but we do want to say that Kelly and I both feel very strongly that being doxxed is potentially very dangerous, and it's also illegal in the state of California to dox someone, to publish their address or personal information in the hopes of them being harmed in some way, which is clearly why people would put our address on the internet, because they're trying to get people, I shouldn't assume, but why else would you put someone's address on the internet?
To cause harm.
Unless you want to cause harm to those people. Publicize their address so that anyone who might want to do us harm now knows where we live so they can stalk us and do that. So there have been multiple people who have, or one person with multiple emails and accounts who have done
There's
this.
one on X. There's one that went on Jeff Lewis Live on his thing, printed our address. We have one on X that we have the FBI on.
And on Reddit.
We have another one on Reddit, and we are going to find out these. Okay, so.
But so we've done our research, and we are pursuing the people who've done this. And you might think, oh, I can get away with this. I'm hiding behind a fake account. We've already tracked down one of you, okay? And
live in Kansas City. You live in Kansas City.
She lives in Missouri.
She lives in Missouri. She's from.
We know where you live.
She's from Nebraska.
Yeah.
She lives in. She's
I think
widowed.
It was a Utah
She's
address,
widowed.
too.
Yeah, she lived in Utah.
We'll get into the
I think
details
she lives with
tomorrow.
Milton.
But we're not going to dox anyone else. But
wait. Let's just talk about this lady. She's 65 years old.
I was going to talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do want to say that it is illegal to dox someone in California. It's also
you can
illegal.
Google it.
It's also illegal to do it in Missouri, where this person lives. And I just want to ask this person, who I know has children and a granddaughter,
that has tattoos all over,
and you've posted pictures of you and your granddaughter on the internet, how would you like your address posted where people who might be fans of ours might want to swing by your house and do you harm? And this is not a threat.
And your grandchild, by the way.
Not a threat. We're not going to post your address. But I'm just asking, like, do you think it's okay? Kelly has a daughter. I have a daughter, 2 daughters, and one of them's coming to visit us soon. Do you think it's okay if someone came to our house and harmed us or our children? Do you think that's okay? Would it be okay if we put your address on the internet and someone came to your house and harmed you or your children or grandchildren? Is that okay? What are you trying to do? Why would anyone try to publicize our address in order to do us harm? A letter is coming.
We're contacting
may
the
well be
police
coming.
tomorrow morning. On our way, we have plenty of time. We're calling the police. So I want
In the
you to
state
read
of
this.
Missouri-
So can you read this real quick?
Yeah, but I'm going to read it for the state of Missouri because that's where this person lives. It's a Class C misdemeanor, but it can result a conviction in up to 15 days in jail and a $700 fine. In California, it is illegal is a form of cyberbullying and harassment. It's illegal to share someone's personal information online with the intent to cause harm.
Well, we'll just read what the penal code section is. 653.
653.2.
That's the penal code. It's against the
Doxing
law.
can lead to jail time and fines. If it places the victim in a reasonable fear for their safety, if it's done with the goal of harassment, unwanted physical contact, or injury, if it causes fear or of unwanted physical contact,
Which
injury,
I'm in fear for my life.
So am I.
I'm in fear for my life.
California law considers doxing to be a form of cyber stalking. So again, we'll get into this a bit more tomorrow. We're gonna have an update on this person, but I'm just saying
We're contacting the police.
Listen, we're all about having a good time. We're providing free entertainment here, and yes, our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon is subscription based, but we're providing entertainment at a very low cost, and we like having a good time on this show. And sometimes, you know, we talk smack about people. If that offends you, I'm sorry, but it's not an excuse to try and cause us harm.
We are filing a police report
So
tomorrow, and
against this
we are
person,
getting a lawyer.
Yes,
and we know exactly
we
where
already
you
have
live
a
in your
lawyer.
$700,000 house in Missouri. We know exactly where you are and who you are and all your background.
but the point is,
He's a journalist. He's friends with the FBI. Who the
I
heck
have a
do you
lot
guys
of
think?
friends in law enforcement, and so
I don't know who you guys think you are.
it's just don't do it. Don't do it, because we are going to pursue every single instance of someone trying to reveal our personal information. It's not okay. It's not cool.
Elon Musk
You
owns
can say
X.
whatever you want if you don't
He
like
knows.
us.
We can get Elon Musk to find out exactly who you are on X doing that. We can
Just-
find out exactly who you are, and we will
Just
press
be
charges.
cool, okay? Just be cool. We're cool if you're cool, but if you're going to try and hurt
Hurt
us,
us.
if you're going to try and reveal personal information, in hopes that us or one of our family members will get
I'm a
physically
kid.
harmed,
I'm an 18-year-old.
just
What the hell's wrong with you?
you
guys
crossed the
are
line.
sick.
Cross the line.
Sick. Sickos.
What?
And the picture of the lady
Yeah, I
looks
know.
exactly what you think a troll would look like. It's hilarious.
We'll show you the picture tomorrow.
We'll
We
show
can
you
show
the
the
picture.
picture without doxing.
No, we'll
we don't
do
have
it
to
tomorrow.
say
We'll
who
talk
it
about-
is. We don't have to say where she lives. We can just kind of show you who she is.
We'll show you who she
Is
is.
that doxing if you show the face of the person?
We'll find out. We'll ask the police tomorrow.
Yeah, then we'll find out what we can and can't show.
Mm-hmm.
But just know we're on to you. The Academy is. We're recording this on Sunday evening here in Arizona. The Academy Awards are tonight, and I don't know if we're going to watch.
I don't want to watch. I could care less about that woke weirdos over there.
I can't stand the
I can't
Academy
stand
Awards.
them. I can't stand any of them. And plus,
not-
I didn't watch any movies. We watched that Nostradamus or whatever that was.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
I don't even know what's nominated, to be honest with you.
The one that our
This
friend.
is your anti-Academy
No, the
Awards.
one Julian Murphy, Kyle, produced.
Yeah.
That one is in the making.
Well, I think tomorrow we'll have an update on who won and if we saw any of them and what we thought, and like share some thoughts on that.
Adrian Brody's gonna win.
Oh yeah, you think you will?
I didn't
Well,
watch
we
the
do
movie.
have a friend who was involved in that film, as you
Yes.
may well know. We are going to recap the latest episode of White Lotus on tomorrow's show as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to watch that tonight for sure. I wanted to share this as another hot topic, a hot topic.
Hot topic. Hot topic.
I love when she does that. There are New York lawmakers who are coming up with a new law. They're proposing a new law that would charge anti-Israel protesters with up to 4 years behind bars if they fly terror group flags. You know, they'll have these protests and they'll wave flags of Hamas or Hezbollah. These are terrorist organizations. And there's a law proposed that if you're doing something like that, it's an form of intimidation of people who are victims of these terror groups. Jewish people feel threatened by these terror groups, and people who support these terror groups. Well, that could now be punishable by up to 4 years in jail as part of a proposed Stand Against Flags of Enemy Terrorist Acts, which I wholeheartedly support. Mm-hmm. Free speech is great. Say all you want. You can protest if you want. But if you cover your face, I believe that should not be allowed. And if you fly the flags of a terrorist organization, great, charge them. You shouldn't be supporting a terrorist organization. If you do, know that you face a potential charge for intimidating and harassing innocent people who are very clearly triggered by that sort of thing. It's just awful.
It's disgusting.
Awful.
It's kind of like those terrorists that dox us, put our address.
Yeah, you're
This-
also
a terrorist.
you're a domestic terrorist.
You're a domestic terrorist. That's
You
what
are.
that is.
You are.
And
guess what?
I cannot wait to sue.
Oh, we're coming after you.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm
And-
in fear for my life.
Well, that's all. That's the grounds for criminal charges.
Yeah.
In the news now.
In the news.
You're not going to believe this. Gavin Newsom has agreed to move to clear flammable brush from California forests after Trump's criticism of California's wildfire policies. Newsom tapped into his emergency power Saturday to roll back environmental regulations so the state can speed up wildfire prevention projects, including clearing flammable brush from forests. He suspended the enforcement of regulations in the California Environmental Quality Act and the California Coastal Act, streamlined the process for government entities to clear up potential fuel for wildfires. Newsom said in a statement, "This year has already seen some of the most destructive wildfires in California history, and we're only in March. We're taking action with a state of emergency to fast-track critical wildfire projects even more. These are forest management projects. We need to protect our communities most vulnerable to wildfire, and we're going to get them done." Now he's going to get it done.
Now he is. Guy's such
After-
a loser.
After close to 20,000 structures burned to the ground.
Yeah, he's inept.
But
That's
now
what
he's
he
going
is.
to do it because he wants $40 billion from the federal government. The federal government's like, well, we're not giving you the money unless you make some changes. So what do you know? Gavin Newsom is making some changes.
You know, it's funny. When I lived in San Francisco, I used to live on Chestnut and Jones. You know that street, Lombard Street, that goes like
Yeah.
this? My house was right next to it. So it's like Chestnut and then Lombard. And right up Hyde Street, when you go up, there would be like Ghirardelli Square. When you go up like this, there was all this brush. And they would have these goats come and eat.
Live goats.
Live goats.
They bring them in.
Yes, because they were so scared about the fires because the fires burnt down all of San Francisco
And
like
the
in
goats would eat
1906.
that? Oh, I guess the dry
goats-
grass,
Yes,
right?
they would bring in goats to eat for fire prevention.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty clever. Mm-hmm. Well, California's going to start doing it now.
We should have
A
been
little
doing it a long
overdue,
time
but
ago.
congratulations. Hopefully it'll prevent more devastating fires from spreading more quickly in the future. That's our show for this Monday. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to sharing a lot more with you tomorrow, Tuesday, on the doxing situation and
I
some
can't wait.
Academy aftermath.
Everyone take care.
Wish us good luck in driving back, because we have a long drive from here to there, and considering what happened yesterday on our way from there to here, we might need some prayers.
Yeah. Say some prayers for us, please. We need it. All right. Grimaldi's is here. We ordered
Nice.
Grimaldi's.
Time to eat.
I'm so
See you
excited.
guys.
All right. Bye.